Just pulled up to Signature Dental over there, and I'm about to go in here, and they're supposed to have my blueprint together. What's the temperature outside? 1, 2, 3. Got this big ass hat on. Temperature is, you can see that, but let me see, can I do it like that? There we go. Trying to tighten it. It's 28 degrees. Oh, I turn it like that, okay. 28 degrees. So we're about to go in here, cut the car off, go in here and see what it do. They told me last time, hair looks cool. Ooh, I got that thing close. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that baby up against that curb. I didn't touch it though. Man, that was close though. Yeah, it's dirty. I be doing that. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3. That thing good and dirty. I'll wash it when I get to work. I always park like that so I can be as far away so if somebody get out their car, they won't hit me. How you keep a ding got your car. All this right here, just parking next to each other like this. Yeah, swing the door open. But yeah, 1, 2, 3. We in the Streetsboro. 1, 2, 3. Hello.
How are you?
Oh, great.
Alright, I got you checked in. You're a little bit early, so I'll probably get you seated in the next, like, probably 15, 20 minutes or so. Okay.
Can't be too early, only be too late.
That is very true, yes.
Let me just check to make sure I got it.
You're all set. Thank you. Gorgeous,
All right.
gorgeous.
Oh,
You're all set now. I'm all set. Thanks. Have a good holiday,
Bye.
everybody.
Take
Bye.
care.
Thank you.
Alright.
alright, cool. There's coffee out there, water.
Hurry up and wait. That's service. 1, 2, 3. Still a little up. 1, 2, 3. Coffee. It's a nice little waiting area. This is staff. Forgot his name. Oh, Dr. Omar. Right? That's his name. Him all the way on the left. Got a little team in here. Hey, they got my, look at that. My favorite, French vanilla. I don't need it though. I just got tightened up at the house. Sit down. Hurry and wait. Make sure I got this. Make sure I got this card. I was gonna get this order before I left. But here it goes. The new Blue Cross. Blue Cross. Blue Shield. These got the team chairs down. Let's see what I got here. Get this wallet together. Pause. I don't know what I'm looking at, but Streetsboro, medical clearance required.
Take my paper.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm looking at, but I'm looking at it.
It's so when we do the the virtuals.
Right.
That's how they take their notes.
6. You got that. Right. You got that. 27,000. There's some snap-ons for 16,000, which that ain't, we not doing that. 27,000 a piece. So we looking at 7 sevens, 14, 40, 50, 57,000. No, 54,000. 7 sevens, 14, 4, 5, 54,000. They said they'll pay 80% of 54,000. Good calculator. 18, 10 and 12. Why have to pay 10 and 12? See, that's less than the damn Snap-on. Snap-on is 16,000. I said I have to pay less than that. Man, this medical is unbelievable. Oh, get a shot of that UPS, man. That Blue Cross Blue Shield. Wait till I hit him with that. Let him do all this talking. VFD process. VFD process. 60-minute consultation, the map, transformation stage, guidance process, first year maintenance every 3 months, 3, 6, 9, 12, yearly maintenance every 6 months. About 60-minute consultation about you, about us, action plan, the process, the map, records, surgery, prep, healing plan, the squad meeting, the packet map, transformative stage, no surprise audit, 6-hour transformation, the recovery support. This is 6 weeks. Workup. 3 to 5 month healing time. Damn. Graduation process. Multiple visit steps. Ultimate smile. Google. State challenge. Sure. If you're happy. Without teeth.
So I'm Deanna. I think we met the very first time you were here. I'm gonna be the one going over finances and stuff at the end and all of our payment options after he goes through his whole process of everything.
I almost could do this. I just looked at that. I seen the numbers. This UPS, this medical is unbelievable. It's godly. It's like, wow. I can give you this medical card.
Is it medical, like, we don't submit to medical?
Well, I mean, they cover, so y'all...
They consider us out of network since we're a dental office. So what happens with medical is our patients have to submit to medical.
Well, I mean...
By the
Okay,
medical
well,
insurance.
whatever because they told me that. Whatever I gotta submit, but give me that then. For the 54,000. Give me whatever I gotta submit to them.
To your medical?
Yeah.
He has to give me that.
Okay. Well,
It's all about treatment.
Okay.
Like
Well,
the codes and stuff.
when we
that
get to that part.
Yeah. You want to try to take it through your medical?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
they told me they pay 80% of it. Shit.
They did?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I called them
they'll
when
pay
I
you.
left here
And
last
then-
time, and I told them what I was doing, and they were like, on my phone in the car. They said some shit I couldn't believe. Like, what? I said, I'm trying to get my teeth, some implants. Da, da, da. He said, I said, how much would y'all cover? He said, oh, your medical is unlimited. I said, unlimited? He said, yeah, it's unlimited. He said, anything except implants. He said, implants is, you can replace every tooth of your mouth once in your life, and we'll pay 80% of that. You would take them all out, we'll pay 80% of that. I said, really?
And that was the medical,
Yeah,
right? Okay.
yeah.
I mean, I
So-
can give you, once he gives me the full
Once
plan,
we
I
get
can
the number,
give you
yeah.
all the codes, but
Cause
they're
he
dental
was telling me
codes.
to, yeah, I ain't gonna know what it is. But he was telling me to submit the whatever, and they'll go over it and tell me what I gotta do.
Okay, so, okay, I'll do that. I'll
Yeah.
get all the codes from doctor after we go.
Yeah.
Because he has to explain everything.
Yeah, alright.
So once he does that, it might take me some time to get all the codes because there's so many of them.
Right.
So I'll put all of the codes together and then email them to you if that's okay.
That'll be perfect.
Okay, and
Yeah.
then yes, and then submit it to them. They might ask you for ICD codes, which are actual medical codes. They should do that for you though,
Yeah, I don't,
because you don't know that stuff. I don't know that
Yeah,
stuff.
I
I
don't-
only know that term because of my patients.
right.
Our codes are called ADA codes, but still submit. It's gonna look like a claim form. What I'm gonna give you, okay? It's gonna have all the codes that we're doing for the full procedure. I would just send that to them.
Yeah, whatever you give me, I'm giving it to them.
Yeah, give it right to
I
them.
can't, I don't know.
If they're paying 80%, take advantage of that.
Huh?
Yeah, that's a lot, especially on $54,000.
Unbelievable. But, yeah, this medical is unbelievable.
And then find out from them too. Find out how it works. So is it something where, because they don't pay us, they pay our patients. So I don't know how. Find out how that works too. If it's something that they're really willing to send payment directly to us, or if it goes to you, or like how that part works.
Good question.
Because we don't. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you this. Whatever they say, that's still gonna be the route. If I got to pay for it, I'm doing that because I
Yeah.
don't know. It's cost
But I
what it
mean,
costs.
if you can take advantage of them.
Oh,
That's-
most definitely. That's
yeah.
the first route.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah, that's
first
the
route.
first route of
Yeah.
travel. Whatever we got to. I said, what? He said, yeah. He said, like, I'm supposed to know. Like, yeah. I went home and logged in and I read it. I said, damn.
Do you have a yearly maximum that you have to reach first, or no? You probably don't. Insurance
When I
is
first
cheap.
got here, I've been here going on 6 years. So when I first got here, it was like, no, we ain't doing this, we ain't doing that. But I guess after 5 years, you know, you vested or whatever. That's why I was like, hey, this is new shit. Like,
Yeah.
whatever, we attempting, they got to tell me no. And
Yeah.
all the reasons why and this and that.
Yeah. 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 I'll give it all to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send.
We're shooting for the stars.
Yeah. Yeah. And then just keep me in the loop as far as what they're telling you, just in case they need something else from us, like an X-ray or
Right.
something like that.
As soon as I get it, I'm gonna get in the car and go straight. You'll have an answer. Something.
Okay.
Well, I don't know how long it's gonna take them to get back to me, but
Yeah.
but
Yeah. But and now it might take me a day or two just to get all the codes.
Well,
It
the
might.
number one thing, I guess, because you just said something I didn't think about is, because you know with these Blue Cross Blue Shield, they'll say is they in the network, that kind of stuff. So
We're considered out of network for medical, but some dental ones we're in network with. I don't know if that matters. when
well, I
it
mean,
comes to
they
medical.
two different things. Like
Yeah.
my medical and medical, dental is dental.
Yeah.
They
But-
not one.
Yeah.
One
Oh,
thing.
it's separate.
Yeah.
I don't know if that matters. Like with them, ask them. Because we're a dental office, we're considered out of network, just period. Our doctors, yeah. Ask them if that plays a factor, because some insurances, they do offer out of network benefits. So in network may be 80, but out of network may be like 40. But that's still better than zero.
Better than zero.
Yeah, so find out if they offer out of network benefits too. That's important.
All right. Well, I know what questions to ask.
And then just give them a few minutes and he'll be there. And
All right.
him and me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's that too good to be true shit. Like, ain't thinking all that shit. Ain't thinking about that in network, out of network. So when I was looking at chiropractors, they were saying, you know, they gotta be in network, I guess. Yeah. Hurry and wait. Damn. It's incredible to think that y'all running this operation on this level, straight off patients. Y'all don't deal with no medicine. Almost incredible. Wow.
No. Thank you.
Well, whatever case,
No, it's fine.
it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Okay, put out my pocket, whatever. Gonna change my plan. Sure. Just probably change the timeline. Sure. We do a couple of ways, shit. Run my credit.
Also, I really need all of
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Great.
Good to see you.
Yeah, we live.
Hello. All right. So today we're gonna chit chat about what we're doing with the teeth. As we said last time, we wanted to get you to fixed teeth, upper and lower fixed teeth, and take it from there. Sounds good?
Sounds
So
good.
you're gonna be looking at that screen over there. I'll be talking, and I want you to stop and ask me any question you want to. And I want you to. You can hold this over here too. So this is what our final plan should be looking like. That's our, you should leave at the end of the story with having something like that. This is our initial suggested plan, so we can get started over here. So we have the top teeth, as we said. Unfortunately, the teeth are not in good shape. The bone is not in good shape, but we were able to place usually the minimum implants. We can use is 4, but we're always looking to put more so they can go for like, we're almost over engineering the whole thing. So we're planning to put 6 implants for you, and in that way we, and get the teeth fixated on that. So getting on the same day, just getting all the teeth taken out, putting implants in, putting temporary teeth in, that should be done all in one day. Now we're planning to put 6 teeth right there, 6 implants. Generally speaking, you can go with 4, but we always like to add 2 as security. You're young. How old are you now?
52.
52. I mean, we're planning this to go for at least 20 years. And if you really maintain them very well, follow what we tell you, they should last you that long. And the nice thing about that, if one of the implants fails, especially like any of the front here, it's not a big deal. We still have like extra ones. So it's kind of extra support over there for you. Okay?
Okay.
So that's why we call it all in 6 implant device. Questions?
No.
Alright. So that is for the top. Now for the bottom. And
This the top what I'm holding?
What's that?
This the top what I'm holding?
Yes.
Okay, because I see the 6 and the 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it is, we usually shooting for, as I said, you could see we planned actually for 6. We are 5, you may leave with 5, but this is our over engineer. We're going in to put 6, okay? Remember that because it's important. But we may go in and we'll only be able to put 5. Does that make sense? But our goal is to put 6. 4 is the minimum. Actually for us, we don't want you to leave without 5, okay? So that's how we think about it. Just want to be clear about the number of the implants. But we're shooting, anytime we have extra bone or extra spot that we can sneak an implant in, we will shoot for it, okay? Same thing in the bottom, you're actually seeing 6 implants, but there is a question mark about one of the implants here, so we may end up actually with 5 as well, but 5 is more than enough for the bottom. As I said, the minimum number we want to go with is 4, but you're still getting 5 or 6 on the top or the bottom, okay? Any questions about that? I'm gonna
Nope.
take that down now. I'm gonna go to the like real stuff right now and in walking you through the whole process, how we do it, and how we're gonna do the plan from A to Z. Because you do have major infection sites on the top and the bottom. That's why we're questioning the 6 implants, if we can do it immediately or not. So this is over here, our process from A to Z. And if you really look at it, we do have, we already did the concept first time. You're actually right here. Like we're gonna do the map, which is this map. We're doing the meeting, and we're gonna meet, which is today, and we're doing the plan, how we're gonna heal and all that today, okay? So when we finish today, you're only just have left is meeting with the surgery doctor, okay? Now what we do, we usually get you scheduled within 6 to 8 weeks from today to get you scheduled for the surgery. We can do you will get also scheduled with our surgery doctor to go through like health and make sure that he answers any questions related to the surgery. Make sure you can take sedation. There's no issues medically wise that we're worried about to go through the surgery. It could be either 2 surgeries separately, each one is like around 4 to 6 hours, or it could be done on one day where we do the top and bottom, but that's actually the surgeon who would decide that once you meet with him. Any questions about that? All right. So we go 6 to 8 weeks over there, and then after that we have, the surgery, which is the 6-hour transformation. We go through that, and then there will be a recovery support in the first week. Make sure you get all the antibiotic, and make sure that you get all the medication you need. Any follow-ups you needed is important. We see you in a week, 2 weeks, just to make sure everything is healing well. Our goal in this is that you are leaving with teeth in your mouth on the same day of surgery.
I hope so.
95% of the time. So there's 5% chance that it's this and that you're gonna have regular dentures. But I would tell you, we've been doing that so long, we probably have maybe 2 or 3 patients that left without fixed teeth, and there's nobody in the world can guarantee 100% that. Okay, 95% I'm saying. And Dr. Isa, once he meets with you, he may say less than that, but he may say it's just 90, but because you have some infected bones, but we're in good shape around, high end, leaving the teeth. Our goal is to get you teeth in the same day.
Oh, I like that.
Yep. It's easier for me and you, trust me on that one. So it will make life easy for both of us. Okay? Now, after we do that, you leave, you have fixed teeth in there. Say, okay, we'll see you in 3-4 months. You let you heal. We mainly ask you not to eat solid food. We go to mashed potatoes and soup and smoothies. That's kind of the main thing we're going to do for 2 months, just to allow implants to heal. Think about it like we went in, took teeth out, broke the bone, put implants, put teeth, all in 6 hours. And it's just basically like, okay, now we're just gonna take it easy. We don't want you to go eat 100%, but just you can smile.
Imagine the way my mouth will feel. I shouldn't wanna.
First 2 weeks, yes, but after that I was like, okay, I'm hungry now. Let's go eat. No, we need to be careful the first 2 months, okay?
Yeah.
And then after that, we have the graduation process where we go. It's gonna be multiple visits to get you fitted to the final teeth, okay? It will be, we will do what we call an ultimate smile approval, where you actually will see the teeth before we finish them, because the temporary teeth, you may be like, Doc, I like them, but they're not perfect, because we're doing them out of virtual planning, so they may not be 100%, but when we get to the final teeth, that's where we're going to see the teeth before we finish them. You following me or no?
Yeah, I thought when you went in the first time, that was going to be the teeth. Those are just...
No, these are the first set of healing teeth. Because we want the gums and everything.
So you're going to have to go in again. And
not surgery. No.
You don't have to put the anchors in.
No. We finish most of the work here.
Right.
What's left is the foundation. Everything is better. This is just waking up, like you're awake, you go in, screw things in, screw things out.
So this is what I'm looking at. This ain't final teeth.
This is the final.
This is.
See how heavy that is?
Yeah, it's heavy.
So this is the final teeth. That's what I'm talking about at the end. You healed up pretty good. We're just trying teeth in, making sure that you're happy with the color and all of that. And then we will go with what we call a steak challenge. We want to make sure you can eat with them. So we send you to a steakhouse, go eat with them. If you're happy with the teeth, you can eat a steak, then we're great with that. Then you can refer a friend or family if you're happy with us. Questions?
Let's get to the money part.
Okay. Now after that, just one thing I want to mention is we had to keep an eye. Think about it. Everybody, you know, and unfortunately, everybody says, "Oh, you're good forever. You don't need to see a dentist again." Unfortunately, that's not true. You have to maintain these to keep them for the long run. You're not gonna get cavities, which is great. So you're not worried about cavities and toothbrushing and fluoride and all that. But you may get gum disease. So cleaning them is easy. We'll teach you how to do it, but we probably need to be seeing you every 6 months, you know, to make sure that everything is, you know, is in good shape, because implant could fail from gum disease. Okay, and we do warranty them for the first 5 years. You know, from here, once we finish, say, okay, now the time started, we have 5 years warranty as far as you just getting cleanings done for you. Whether here somewhere else, I don't mind, but now somebody need to go clean, check the implants, make sure everything's good. The first 5 years usually where most issues happens. If you know, if anything is needed, we can fix that. We don't ask any questions, and then that's it.
Sounds pretty. All makes sense to me.
Okay, so that would be from A to Z, including the sedation, the surgery, the teeth, top and bottom, extraction, everything from A to Z. We're looking at $27,000 on the top, $27,000 on the bottom, and that would be a total of $54,000 from A to Z. We never come back and ask for more money for anything, even if you needed more bone grafting, even if something is extra is needed. We're not going to come back and ask you for more than that.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Nope.
So Deanna's going to take it from there, and we're taking it from there.
All right.
All right. Do you smoke?
No.
Okay, good. So I make it easy. You can smoke now. Like start smoking. No,
I don't smoke.
I'm just kidding.
I might drink some tequila. That's it.
All right, that helps with the recovery. All right. All right. You take care, buddy. Okay.
All right. Now, only question I have for you, after what we just talked about, worst case scenario, I pay for it, and if I had to pay for it, what's the
payment
other options? Yeah.
So we have 2 different options. 3 technically, because you can always get financing on your own. You're not
Right.
limited to our financing. So the first option we do
I'm listening.
an in-office payment plan option. So the in-office option, that we do add a 6% management fee. We will take half as the down payment and the other half divided into 11 monthly payments. Most of our patients like to go for the longer option, which is through a third party. We work with Lending Club. It's basically like a dental loan. They offer up to 7 years.
What I
as
would
far as
probably
financing.
do is go to my credit union and
That's better.
yeah, because we got a good relationship.
Yeah. Because, and you know what? You'll probably get a better interest rate if there is any interest rate.
Yeah, that's why I figured that. So I'm gonna shoot it through the Blue Cross first,
Mhm.
and then if they don't, I go the other route.
And then, can you do me a favor when you do that? Ask those questions for me.
About the
and then
in-network,
the
out-of-network.
in-network, out-of-network. Do they pay you directly?
Right, that part. That's almost like insurance company,
and
right?
you have-
with a car. Do they pay the body shop or give me the check?
Yeah. Because that's all that stuff factors when we start.
Right.
So we need to get on it so that,
That
we
all
can
I'm
get
still
started.
gonna leave out of here. So.
You probably can't when you do that because I won't have the codes.
Well, I mean,
I just have
but
to
I mean,
get-
I'm gonna call them and
Yeah,
ask
call
them to
them.
in-network, out-of-network.
Yes,
That's because that's.
we need that. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll
then-
tell me off top.
Let me see. Do I have your email? Because I'm gonna email you the code. It's gonna like I said, come in a plain form. It's gonna have like our dental
Is it a
codes and
PDF file or
descriptions.
just a-
I'll send a PDF if that's what you need. If
I
that
mean, it
is
don't matter.
easier
I
for
just
you.
wondering which one.
Yeah, I'll send it in a PDF. So that way, if you're submitting to them and they accept the PDF, great. And then if they do ask for X-rays or anything, just let me know. I can email that to you too. Okay. That way we can get everything we need sent to them and handle with them. Sound like a plan?
Sounds great.
All right. Now what I want to do is type everything up so that way you have it and document it as far as the upper and lower fixed and the cost and everything. So just give me a few minutes and I'll bring that back.
You got the email?
I have. Okay. All right. Give me a few
Easy
minutes.
enough.
All right.
Well, that was interesting. What I didn't understand was, I guess I understood it, it just didn't expect it. Oh, damn, shoot that. He telling me. Because if you look at these teeth here, right? Let's see this right here. If you look at these teeth right here, right? They not even perfect. Look at them. They look. They see how that one higher and all that. It ain't perfect. But then you look at these. I guess it's a natural look. These are bottoms and tops, I guess. So I'm like, did they make that off of my mouth? Is that supposed to be? I guess I was looking for like the perfect set of teeth or something, but it was perfect, right? It was perfect. What's perfect? What is perfect, right? What is perfect? 1, 2, 3. What is perfect? What is perfect? But what time is it? My appointment was at 10, and it is focus. 10:35. So, anyway, run it through either way it's gonna get done. Either run it through the credit union or hopefully Cross will do it. That'd be sweet. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this thing off. We'll pause it. I don't know, I might have something else to say walking out of here. About to jump straight in this car. Call my Blue Cross, Blue Shield, and see, do they pay in network, out of network, how that work, which is dental. That is going to be huge. Any calls, no calls. She made it. Dental appointment. Pull this card out right now. Let's see. I need to know immediately.
Thank you for calling Central States Team Care.
If I had to pay for this myself, I need to give them a down payment. $28,000.
If you've recently moved, please let your benefit specialist know your
Per
new
month
address and
starting
phone number.
next month.
In the future, any changes to your
This
indicative
option
information
includes
can be made
6%
online.
management fee. You can get them $780 a month. Extended plan. Depending on your credit history, we offer easily affordable payment plans from 6 months to 7 years.
Good morning. Thank you for calling Central States Team Care. My name is Eva. How can I help you?
Robert Perry. I've been on hold so long, I almost forgot. I'm leaving the dentist, and I don't know if this is a question for you, but I forgot the term. Wait a minute. In network, out of network. As far as dental, I'm trying to get some implants, and it's a dental question. Is that something you answer? You got to transfer me. Just want to know if they pay. What's the difference in network, out of network?
Okay. Can you tell me your birth date? Okay. And can you tell me your address? Okay. Give me 1 second. So the difference between in-network and out-of-network as far as dental goes, it would be the coverage of responsibility for you. So if something is costing, well, I can't really explain it that way. So it's all in pretty much, and you would be responsible for any extra charges. All charges above the allowed amount. So we pay allowed amounts on claims. So say if the charge was $200, the allowed amount was $50, then pretty much you would be responsible for that $200
Okay, well,
that they're charging.
and that's for. Okay, I'm still
That's for going out of network.
out of network.
That's for going out
so,
of network.
what's the percentage that they'll pay out of network? Can you see? That's what I'm trying to find out.
So we can't tell you. We don't have what the percentage is. It's just whatever they
Okay.
charge. Like I said, that's how it's calculated.
It sound. I don't like how this sound coming out of my mouth, but it sounds like I'm talking to the wrong person. Because I called last week or 2 weeks ago, and they were able to tell me. I don't know if I got to talk to Blue Cross Blue Shield, or because they was telling me my dental is unlimited except for implants. Implants they'll pay up to 80%. So my question is, that 80% is for, I imagine, in network. What is the percentage out of network? And
No, that percentage, yes, that percentage is paid in network, and it would be the same percentage paid
out of network.
out of network.
So they do pay.
It would be the same.
Oh, it's the same
No,
percentage.
that's what I'm explaining.
Okay, I'm listening.
It's the same percentage that would get paid. But like I said, we pay the allowed amount.
Right, 80%.
There is something that no, the allowed amount is not in relation to the percentage.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
The provider has a contract with the insurance company to accept an allowed amount of what they will accept for the procedure. Even though they may be charging $250 for the procedure, the doctor is accepting, as long as that is accepting from that insurance, the $50 payment. And like I
That's the
said,
other
you
question.
will be responsible.
They told me to ask this question. When they paying this percentage, they pay that directly. You know, like let's use a car for example, right? If I tow my car up, they'll say I send a check to the body shop, or they'll send a check to me. They send the money to
No, they send it to the provider.
To the provider, even if they're out of network. Okay, so now, from my understanding,
as long as they're filing the claim, yes.
Okay, so all right, I'm gonna go back in here and ask them because I might have to go another route. And how do I find out from what your example? The number is 50,000, but let's say they only pay up to 40,000 or 10,000. That's what you're telling me. The percentage don't cover any number. It's a set number that the percentage has a ceiling, and they'll pay up to that ceiling, whatever that is, 10,000, whatever, and then I have to pay the rest.
No.
Because with your $250 example, if the bill $250, but you only pay, if your 80% add up to $50, that's all they paying, and I gotta pay the rest.
Okay, but you do understand that the allowed amount is the $50, and we will pay 80% of that $50. So
okay, well,
whatever
80%,
the 80%
okay,
of that,
I understand that.
okay, whatever that 50%, whatever that 80% is of the $50, we will pay. So then you have the responsibility of the 20% of that $50, correct? Because
Correct.
we pay the 80% of the allowed
50,
amount.
right.
Okay, but that leaves the 200 that
Right.
they billed.
I
So
understand.
you, in addition, you will be responsible for that $200
I understand.
plus the 20%
I
for out of network.
understand.
Okay,
So,
okay. I guess I just want to make sure that you.
I understand.
you understand
What I need
that
to know.
There's a lot of. I mean, it's a lot of. It's a lot extra just for out of network to see a dentist, and I mean to have dental work. And I don't understand when you have insurance why you would want to pay anything when you have pretty good
Well-
benefits where majority of everything is covered.
Well, let me tell you how I got here. When I first got to UPS and I went to get a cleaning, they said I needed a deep root clean. It was $2,000. They said they wouldn't pay it. They said they only paying for cleanings, and that was it. Like, that was it. Just recently, so I'm figuring what I'm trying to do here, they're not going to pay zero, right? So they tell me it's going to be $50,000, and just for the sake of finding out, I called just to say, what's my coverage? And the man said to me, well, your coverage is unlimited, except for implants, and we'll pay up to 80%. So this was like a news flash to me, like, really? I couldn't believe it. Like, I told my wife, I was just taken back. So I already had started this process, and that's how I got here. But I see your point. Like, well, why would you deal with them if you can go anywhere? and you know, some in network and get 80% of it covered. Like, that just don't make no sense. So I don't. So now I have to start a whole nother process. Like, I don't even know where I'm back at square one.
Well, just for your future knowledge, you can always request that a provider sends what is called a predetermination to us at TeamCare. They'll fax in what the predetermination, that just means they'll fax in everything that they're going to bill us for the procedure that they're going to have done. They're going to put that all on a bill, and they're going to send it to us and say, hey, how much of all of these services will you pay? And we will respond to that, and we will let them know how much we will pay and how much will be your responsibility. And they will give you a copy. We will send you a copy of that predetermination so you can see for yourself how much your responsibility will be. So just in case you want to go that route, before you do have anything done, so you can know for sure how much the bill is going to be.
Now I gotta start all over because I need to find a dentist. Like, I thought I was gonna have to do all this by myself until I heard, like I said, I just heard this a week ago. Like, and I've been in shock by it ever since they told me. So, and you correct, 1,000 times correct. Like, I'll be some kind of fool to pay this, and I can just go somewhere else and get the coverage. So now I gotta start all over and find a dentist in network. So I almost, like, I'm drained now. Like, I done gave these people $750 to start this process. $750. I almost feel like crying thinking about it. Like, damn, I just chalked that up. That's just a loss because I did not know. And I was under this impression because when I first went to the dentist, as soon as I got to UPS, they told me it was a long list of what they wouldn't pay for. The word unlimited never showed up until a week ago.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I mean, you can
Damn, I'm drained.
have them do that,
But this place here, from what she was telling me, they don't do none of that. Like, when she walked out the room, I'm thinking, what? This is Signature Smile Dental. And I'm thinking, you in business doing all this dental work just based on people walking in the door and hoping they got credit? Like, I don't, like, that was, I couldn't, like, wow, you don't deal with no medical? Like, that's why she told me call and ask this question. What do they pay in network, out of network? So now I got to start a whole new procedure, go meet a whole new dentist, get x-rays, the whole grind from day one startup. They don't know me. Just find out my medical, all this. Wow. God. Well, you've helped me today, so I'm gonna walk back in here.
Glad I helped.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk back in here and tell them, like, man, I mean, I'm gonna have to just eat this $750. I mean, damn. All right. Well, you have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you. You do the same.
Thank you for your patience.
No problem.
Bye. I am through, man. I am through. I'm so drained, man. Like, I gotta go back in here and tell these people, like, this don't make but she don't make no fucking sense. I'm come this fucking far and spent $750 because it don't make no damn sense. I don't want this girl wasting her time putting all this shit together that it don't make no sense. It don't make no damn sense. I'm just through, man. Like I told her, oh man, I'm through. I'm through, man. I want to just, it don't make no sense. It do not make no sense. Like, I need to sit down, like, and talk to a psychologist.
Quick post-op.
And I was just here,
It's a nice mirror.
not that I'm not trying to follow.
No, I understand.
What's that? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I want to play
So my next
this right
available
now.
is going to be Monday, January 9th.
Turn it off.
Okay.